Hey, this is Frank Yosa here, CEO of KetoneAid, and I get a lot of requests and questions about the difference between our drink, KE4, and a drink from a competitor called Hvmn and their ketone drink. So let's show them right here. So this is our KetoneAid KE4 performance enhancing drink, and then this is their drink right here. So let's go over some of the differences. The biggest difference will be saved at the end for the end, which is the pH of the two drinks. That's the biggest difference. So first of all, ours is made in the USA. So actually made in the USA, meaning that the actual final chemistry, final purification of the wet chemistry is actually done in the USA. Theirs is made overseas. Now keep in mind also that a lot of the products that are the ketone salts claim to be made in the USA, and I absolutely positively know that that is not the case. And what they do is they actually ship in the ketone salts from China. There's one company that sells it. You can Google it. I think it's something Advantage, Ketone Advantage or something. And they ship it in bulk to the US, and then they literally take it out of a bag, put it in a new bag, slap a label on it, and then say made in the USA because they made it by, putting it in that bag. It's absolutely ridiculous. So no one really knows what made in the USA, really means, but definitely the HVMN stuff does not say made in the USA because it is not made in the USA. They might say marketing done in the USA or some, designed in Silicon Valley, tricky stuff like that, but it's made overseas. Secondly is the amount of the active ingredient. So D-beta hydroxybutyrate ester, otherwise known as D-beta hydroxybutyrate D13-butanediol monoester. That's a super long name. So this one has 25 grams per serving on the active, and then this one has 30 grams. Ours is much easier to calculate. Ours is just a straight 1-to-1 ratio, 1 part ester and 1 part water and flavoring. You do want to dilute this though, so you can. A capful is the equivalent of 5 ml. Some people take just 5 mls like before bed, which there's many other podcasts I can discuss why you would want to do that. But we also deliver sell it with a serving tube, so you can pour and get the exact amount, and then just fill up either the rest with water or fill up a little bit with the water so you can take it down more easily. Everyone has a preference. Some people get used to it and just take it straight, either straight from the cap or they pour it in that measuring tube. So ours has 30 grams. So on the water front, theirs has 50% more water. So if you're doing a taste test, make sure you add the corresponding amount of water to make it, more apples to apples. So theirs has 50% more water. So theirs has 25 grams of active for 65 grams of water and flavoring. So 25 active plus 40 water. Ours is 30 grams of active and 30 water. So theirs has 50% more water. So if you see someone talking about taking 10 or 15 mLs of one drink or the other, you have to do the math to make sure that you're getting the same amount of active ingredient. Other differences: our drink is the only one that has supplied a published clinical trial. That was a clinical trial on sprinters, which I would have thought that the performance would have been impaired because it should be better for glucose. But they tested the brain activity afterwards, so the athletes were sharper at the end, placebo-controlled and all. Both of our drinks use stevia. Ours uses organic stevia. This is a premium product, so why not, make everything top notch. We also added allulose recently, and a lot of people don't understand allulose, but I really think that's going to be the next up and coming sweetener. Yes, we tried all the other sweeteners. Monk fruit actually made it worse. Sucralose works, but the health, fanatics just really did not care for sucralose. But if you don't care about the effects of sucralose, you can add a couple drops of sucralose, and that makes it completely fine. So allulose is a zero glycemic index sweetener, so it doesn't raise your blood sugar, and that's the goal here, is to just be running on ketones and not raise blood sugar. Technically, it has a couple calories, but it really is going to be reclassified by the FDA as another natural, non-artificial sweetener, and it's also non-GMO, the version that we use. There's only one version like that. We also add a couple other ingredients. So they might advertise that there's, the purest or the least adulterated. Sure, great, yours is unadulterated. If you want that, and we'll go down, why we have to make these changes, you can go for that, or you can see why we actually added these things and, see if you think that they're beneficial for you. So first of all, taurine. One issue with the ester is that it's diuretic, so it can make you lose water. So with that goes a lot of electrolytes, and especially potassium. It's leaching of potassium. There's a paper on the metabolism of exogenous ketones, and you'll see that the potassium in the blood goes down. So we do add a little bit of potassium, and then with the taurine to keep the electrolytes in. This is not a ketone salt. Let's not confuse things with the ketone salts and the racemic ketone salts. None of that. It just has a small amount, maybe 95%, 97% less than the ketone salts in the market. Just a token amount. And also we added some sodium as well to raise the pH. So that's the big difference. So here is some inexpensive pH strips. Anyone can grab them. I'm going to do a side-by-side live comparison. This is a empty glass here. And here's the pH strips. And we'll take this drink, and without going off the frame, we will pour it in here so you can see live, unedited, real time. So this is what it starts off with. So you put that in there and it gets wet. I don't know if you can see drops. So this is the pH. I'm going to put the cup down. So if you line that up with the pH, it's about between 3 and 4. So that would be 3, or that would be 4. So it's between 3 and 4. Meanwhile, that's very acidic. So water is 7. So the ketone ester is very acidic. So there's nothing in there. Take ours, pour it in there, and then we type that in. You'll hop in, say hi in the video. This is Hartley.
Hi. Just coming to do a magic trick for you.
Do you want to do a magic trick?
Yes.
Well, hold on. Can I finish this first?
Okay.
All right. So we're just testing the pH difference of this one, and this is that right there. I'll put that drink down, and you'll see that that is around 7, which is neutral. So 1 is 7. Let's get a good shot of this, and then 1 is about 4. So that's the main difference of of these two products. Let me hold them both up. So that's the main difference of the two drinks. So all right, magic trick time. It's pretty much done talking about ketones, but if you want to stick around for a magic trick, what do you need? Need my ring?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Drop it in.
Make sure it's in the camera. Drop it in the box.
2 boxes.
All right.
Sliding this one into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Opening it up.
Open it up. I can't open it. Okay, where's my ring? How do I get my ring? Do.
I forget how I do it. There you go.
All right, poof. There you go. There's my ring. Isn't that amazing? Say bye-bye.
Bye.